Hey, what's good guys? MA76 B-Ball back at it again with another video for you. And today I've got the final performance review on the Kyrie 4. So hopefully guys you caught the last couple of videos. I did a first on court episode on the Kyrie 4 and that was just the first time experience. And now I'm 12 hours into this shoe. I'm pretty much done with testing it. So I'm going to give it a breakdown. So I had 2 hours on an outdoor court, 4 hours on a pretty much a dusty court, and 6 hours on a clean court. All right, so we're just going to go straight into the traction. Now, this particular model that I have, being that I live out here in Japan, there are a lot of Nike shoes that have this. Hopefully the camera will focus. All right, so this is the XDR version. So the rubber compound on the outsole is kind of geared towards outdoor usage. There seems to be a lot of shoes out here that have that from Nike. So a lot of people are asking, well, how did the XDR outsole do on the indoor court? So like I said, 12 hours later, awesome. So there were no problems, of course, on the outdoor court. Now I remember in detail, the first time I used this shoe was on a dusty court. And then I thought, it did okay, so-so. So I thought maybe I just need to kind of break in the outsole or break in the rubber compound a little bit. So then I went to the outdoor court, spent 2 hours out there, and maybe I kind of, I don't know, broke in the material a little bit. Maybe I, wore off like a micro layer or something like that. And then the next time I went to the somewhat dust court, which is a Saturday night court, they did totally fine. So, and by all means, on a clean court, they're awesome. Now, in terms of like where they're at, I already said in the last video, so I'm just gonna be very quick. They're on the same level as the Crazy Explosive 2017 for me personally, and but not quite on the level of the Hyperdunk 2017 or the Kobe 9s. Those are a notch above. So traction, guys, just completely confident playing in them. Needed a little bit of break-in time being the XDR compound, but I've no complaints about the traction whatsoever. All right, so let's just jump into cushioning right off the bat. So they've got the Cushlon up front in the front half underneath the ball of your foot, and then you've got the bottom-loaded zoom in the back here. So I said initially that the front half is really comfortable, but I kind of complained a lot about how the back was really hard and really stiff, to the point, guys, where I had to take out the original insole and I put in my soft sole fit insole. Now that insole is more about support for the arch, but it does provide a little bit of additional cushioning. So the first session was the original insole, so the additional 10 hours of testing was with the soft sole insole, and it still just wasn't quite up to par, or at least for what I hope to have in a shoe. It was still kind of hard underneath, so it is what it is, you know what I mean. Kyrie's an extremely fast player. He wants response, so previous models, everyone said the cushioning was kind of hard, but here we are with a little bit of Cushlon up front. Now, underneath the ball of the foot, it was great for the entire 12 hours of testing, guys. It was really comfortable. So, and despite, like, I don't know, for me, you kind of look at it, it looks quite thick, quite chunky. Still kind of a good, low to the ground type of feel, a good court feel. So, it being, again, a guard shoe for the most part. So, that's it for cushioning, guys. Love the front half. Back half was disappointing. However, I must say though, sometimes what happens when you've got that hard, stiff heel, clunky type of feeling, sometimes the transition isn't all that good. But that is not the case in this shoe. The transition was great. Yeah, just a quick little note there on transition. Next up, the fit. This is where I have the biggest problem, okay? So this is what didn't work out for me. Now, I stopped using the fly wire in the upper and I just went through the regular eyelet to try and get the shoe as tight as I could. You guys know I've got skinny legs, so the fit just wasn't there for me at all. It's definitely would be awesome for a medium type of foot or a wide foot for sure. But I think for these skinny feet, it just didn't work out, which is too bad. Up front, it was so-so. It was so-so. There's a little bit of slack. I could play confidently, I could move, the shoe would respond, it's all good. But where the big problem was, you believe it or not, guys, I had heel lift. I could not get this ankle area just snug, like a 1-to-1 fit. It was definitely not happening. I would have probably about that much heel lift when I was playing. So yeah, that was too bad. But I don't know, overall guys, it is a fun shoe to play in. I can see why it's extremely popular. The price point is reasonable as well. So the materials up front is that mesh. I already said in the last video, it broke in right away. It was soft, it didn't restrict anything, no pressure points, nothing like that. It's durable. This is the worst color to try and keep clean. But yeah, materials up front, it was great. Now the back half, where you've got this kind of synthetic, or what I call a crocodile print type of thing, synthetic leather. In my initial video, I said, you know, it was a little bit stiff around the collar area, on the top of the ankle here, and I didn't mind that because I'm so used to playing in 90s shoes, and I was hoping that it was going to break in, and it most certainly did over 12 hours. It definitely broke in. Like, there's no issue whatsoever. It bends with you, it's supportive. Even like I mentioned in the last video, these peaks here, they do not dig into your leg, at least it didn't for me. So yeah, no problems there. I think it's going to be an extremely durable shoe. Again, the color won't last, it'll get dirty, but I think someone who has a pair of these could probably use them for quite a while. Like, I mean, you've got that synthetic leather back here, you've got the mesh up here, which I don't see one single bit of damage. But I mean, I'm not playing down low all the time, so people who play down low, it'll be a different issue. Obviously, this outsole is going to last a while, it being the XDR. Some people are asking me, hey, is the regular version good for outdoors? Guys, I couldn't tell you, I don't have the regular version. I have been told that the regular version compound seems to be harder than other, you know, regular basketball shoes nowadays. So I couldn't really tell you guys. But I know this XDR outsole, man, this would last more than a summer, I think, for sure. But I will not be using them outdoors just because they're impossible to clean. So I'll be using other shoes lower on the food chain for outdoor ball this summer. All right, guys. So those, you know, that's all I got to say about the shoe. It was a fun shoe to play in. It was cool, you know, checking out the rounded outsoles is my first experience. My first experience at a Kyrie. Materials were fine. Front half cushioning was good. Heel, unfortunately, didn't work out. Fit around the ankle collar, unfortunately, didn't work out. But would I recommend it? Yeah, for sure. If you've got medium to wide feet, definitely recommend it, guys. Definitely, it's a fun shoe for sure, and it's like I just said, it's a great price point. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thank you very much. The channel continues to grow slowly, and I'm just really appreciative for anyone who comes to the channel. Check it out. The feel and the vibe is very organic, and interactions super awesome. Yeah, guys. So I will catch you on the next one. All right. And in the meantime, I hope all of you are doing great out there, and you take care. Keep your family close. Peace.